Hey guys, how are you? I hope that you're okay. Welcome to today's video. Is gonna be a little different. I downloaded an app in which I can um, show you the book when I am trying to explain something. So it's gonna be really interesting. Today is Wednesday. Oh no, today is Thursday. So for today, you are going to develop some of the pages in your book. Um, We are gonna go back to your sentences page later, page 22, but today we are not gonna do 22. We're gonna do something way more chilling. So we're gonna go to your book, we're gonna read some of the some of the instructions, and we're gonna copy all of those things in your notebook. Once we copy everything in your notebook, you will be able to work on it. As instructions are said. Sorry, I got confused because I was reading. Okay, so let's do this. So after writing the date in your notebook, you are going to write today is Thursday the 19th. No, I'm sorry, Thursday, November the 19th. We're going to go to our book. Now, we are going to go to page 25. Oh, yeah. Well, it says, sorry, 23. Page 23 is this, and we have identifier. We are going to copy the identifier in your notebook. So we're going to copy, underline the irregular present and past tense verbs in this paragraph. It says irregular. All the ones that their names are different. For an example, cook, cooked, is regular, but eat, ate is irregular. So we're going to find all the irregulars in here and we are going to underline them. How? The following way. Very simple. Let's imagine that I copied all of this in my notebook because you have to copy it, and then you are going to identify. For an example, jump and jumped is regular, so we're not going to underline it. But they fall, the irregular form is fell, so I'm gonna underline it. But obviously this is gonna be done in your notebook. If you print this page and you send me the printed page, you're gonna get a 0 because we don't print anything in grammar. Nothing is printed. You're gonna copy all of this in your notebook, and when you finish copying, you are going to underline all the sentences. So you are going to underline all the things that are irregular, okay? But in your notebook, let's write it in here. Notebook. See? Notebook. If you copy this in, if you just print the page, then you are not going to have the same points as everybody else. See? Notebook. So when you finish copying everything, you are going to identify the irregulars. For an example, they fall and then fell. Excellent, irregular. They fly and then flew. Oh, flew is irregular. I underlined it. Through the air, who are they? Are and where? Irregular. Excellent. They are, again, are and where? Irregular. I underlined it. So you are going to underline all the verbs that are irregular. All the verbs that are not that are not verbs that you just have to add ed to make them into past, okay? And when you are done with all of this, copied and underline only the irregulars, we're gonna go to the next page. That's gonna be page number 24. Yeah, page 24. In subject-verb agreement, this is something that we have done before. So for subject-verb agreement, give me a second. Computer, you fell. So for subject-verb agreement, we have said that the agreements of the verbs, they have to go according to the time, if it's present or past, and depending on the verbs. For an example, we have in here, the apple tastes good, or the apples taste good. So it's depending on how we are doing. If it's plural, for an example, the apples taste, they taste, because we don't add s to IU, we, and they taste. But in the case of apple, that is an it, you have the apple tastes good, tastes, because apple is an it, is a thing, so we have to add s to the verb. And then we have the other one, the flower is beautiful, is because it's only one flower. But in here we have the flowers are beautiful because they are very, very beautiful, but there are many flowers. This is one flower and this is multiple flowers. So the thing with this topic is that you have to remember all the rules. This is kind of like a test, but it's not a test because you're not losing points. You just have to make it. Then we have another example. It says, for an example, if the subject is a compound subject, two subjects connected by the word and then a plural verb is needed. So we have Tyler and Inez bake pies. Tyler bakes pies. Why bakes? Because Tyler is a he. So we're trying to figure out what's going to happen with Tyler. He is a she, he, and it. And for the present tense, we add s to the verb, just like the rules that I told you the other day. And then we have, if the subject is a compound subject connected by the words or nor, then the verb will agree with the subject that is closer to the verb. That sounds a lot, but when you see the example, it makes sense. Neither Tyler nor Inez likes blueberry. Does Tyler or his brothers like banana? So in here, it's just a matter of how does the sentence sound when you're saying it. This is a matter of practice, so I don't want you to worry by this specifically. Let's continue. If the subject and the verb are separated by a word or words, be sure that the verb still agrees with the subject. Inez, as well as her sisters, works at the bakeries. But we have Inez as well as his sisters, but this is a compound subject, but the one that we're talking about in here is Inez works. Inez works. So the exercise that we are going to do along with the other one is this. Circle the correct verb for each sentence. Now again, remember, we don't print anything in grammar. So what are we going to do here? Notebook. Notebook, see? So this is going to be copied completely, not this. No, not the instructions, but the exercise. So we have in there 10 exercises. Circle the correct verb for each sentence. So you have to copy and circle the correct one. Or you can just copy it with the correct one. For an example, Jill is a she. Jump or jumps? Remember, this exercise came in your last grammar exam. We just choose the correct option for it. So in this case, we just choose it. So when you copy, you can, if you want to copy both of them in circle, you can. But if you want to just copy it with the correct form, you can also can. Jill, jump rope after school, or jumps rope after school? Jumps, because Jill is a she. Jill jumps. And then we have Jill and Katie jump or jumps rope after school. Remember, Jill and Katie are they. So Jill and Katie jump. Then you have Jill and her friends jump or jumps. Jill and her friends are they. So Jill and her friends jump. The only way that we are going to add the ones with S is that if we are talking about Jill by herself or by a she, he, or it. So this is going to be the other part of the exercise today. You're going to have to copy all of these sentences, and then either you copy it with the correct form or you copy it and circle the correct form of the verb that you have to choose. Remember, this is page 24, see? So that will be it for today. I hope that you got the opportunity to understand. This is something that we have done before, and I was like, this is really easy. I was just trying to make your grammar videos a little different, and it could be a little more refreshing if I'm showing you what I'm reading. Hopefully this works, because I don't know how this app works. Hopefully it will be visible, but you just should know that you have to do the exercises on page 23 and 24. And that will be it for today. I hope that this gives you the opportunity to just send the classworks that you have to for Friday. That is not going to be a lot. I think that is going to be like 1 page. Is it? Yeah. I think that it will be this page. So it's not going to be a lot. So I hope that you have fun. Remember that the classworks for this weekend, I think, is 15 points. So 2 pages for 15 points, easy peasy. So I hope that you're okay. I hope that you're having fun. Do your pages, and I hope that I can see you very, very, very soon. Bye, guys. Oh, I didn't.